Hey all, Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome! Check it out. We're heading to Quartzsite. Going through Parker right now. I thought that we'd take a little fun way. Right there's Running Man fuel. We're gonna go down through Bouse. We're going to take the long way around called Plomosa Road. We're going to check out some of the sites along through there, all the BLM boondocking areas and everything. It's quite a tow there for that schoolie, huh? Towing a pickup. They're heading to Quartzsite. Here we go. This is actually Highway 72 here. Bouse is right up the road. Sit back, enjoy the ride. Here we are. Here's the big town of Bouse, Arizona. This is kind of all out here by itself. This little town's all about RVing and off-road trails too. All kinds of RV parks. A lot of housing out here. This road will actually take you all the way down to I-10. Looks like they got their little weekly flea market going right there. Look, they got some vendors, little open air market. There's the Roadrunner Market, little grocery store here, laundry. You can buy fuel there. All right, here we are, Plomosa Road. Let's go check this thing out. We're heading to Quartzsite. Yay! Right here on the right, that's our little library. You can get Wi-Fi there. Kind of limited resources a little bit when you get the cell phone and all that, but this is just a neat little town. If you don't want all the crowds and all that, a Quartzsite Bouse is extremely popular, and also four-wheeling. My goodness, there is just hundreds and hundreds of miles of trails out through here. Endless. Okay, right up here, we're going to pass. There's a historic landmark right up here on the left. Gives a history of Bouse, all the mining, everything that went on out through here. I mean, it dates way back in the 1800s. During World War II, this was a massive training area for all the tanks. There's a memorial park right in town for the tanks. We'll explore Bouse another video. For sure, for sure. Up here on the left will also be the county park. And they got their own little RV park right up here. Here on the left is La Paz County Park of Bouse. There's a sewer dump. You can get water here. So if you're out here boondocking, you definitely want to come here. One little treasure of Plomosa Road. Right there's the sign. They got day use, all kinds of good stuff in there. I forget what it costs to stay. You can even stay in there by the month. Some people do. Alright, here we go. Now for the next, I believe it's like 12 miles. You see those mountains way off in the distance? This is on both sides of the road, BLM dispersed camp areas. They're pretty well marked. You always see rigs out through here. Night skies, you name it. This is really one to stop, come out to. And if you want to get away from all the crowded BLM lands around Quartzsite, this is it here. All this area is open range. There's a cattle grate. There's roads that going out to the dispersed areas right there. We're getting real close to the mountain pass. Oh, we'll stop, check it out. Look at the size of that cactus. You know they say a 30-foot tall cactus like that, it's a couple hundred years old at least. Just amazing. This is the terrain, just open desert, flat. Plus you're nestled right against these mountains here. You talk about mining. This has been a mining mecca for a long, long time. All right, let's keep on trucking. So you could definitely say this open desert BLM dispersed area is a treasure to find. This goes forever. You can really see the mountains, the night skies out here or something. This is one of my favorite places to come out and camp. Okay, we're going to be heading up the road here. This is actually called Quinn Pass. We'll check it out once we get up top. But once again, look at the beauty of the mountains, scenery, and the off-road trails go forever. You can just keep going and going and going. Another favorite thing about this Quinn Pass, in the springtime you get this, all the flower blooms. I don't know, it's the elevation, the moisture, this side of the mountains or whatever, but the flowers are just happy. Look how close that cactus is to the road. Them things are huge. There's a sign for the historic marker. We're gonna stop. Check it out. You can actually park up in here and hike way, way back. Alright, let's check out the sign. Look how dry. We've had no rain all summer. Thomas P. Quinn, born in 1869 from New Jersey, had a mine, dug a cistern. This is how people got their water. He had a house up here, lived there in Bouse. Isn't that something right up there? We'll come out another time. I'll go way back up in there. I've done it before. Been a while. But definitely a good place to explore. Right along Plomosa Road. Another little secret treasure. Alright, let's head on down. Now we're dropping down on the western side of the mountains here. This is Plomosa Road. This ends up over on Highway 95, which goes down into Quartzsite. But guess what? There's more to see. It's really a cool place to come out to. You can bring your four-wheeler. There are dirt roads that go up, cut up through the mountains in here too. Old mining trails. It is something. But don't forget, check out the spring bloom up here too with the flowers. Okay, if I can find it, up here on the right there should be a parking area. And there's some ancient desert artwork called Intaglios. And they're actually called the Bouse Fisherman Intaglios. And let's see if we can't go find those. Right here, made it. Faded out sign that says no motorized vehicles, but look at the trail. You see tire tracks, a few bullet holes. Alright, here we go. Take a little walk. What a pretty day. Picture perfect weather. High 60s, right around 70. No wind today. In the spring, everything greens up. It is burnt dry right now. There they are, off to the right. These Bouse and Taglias, they are really something to see. They are completely fenced and protected, thank goodness. But once again, you know, this in World War II, this is all tank training. It was just a massive area. There's a little memorial they put up for them. And you can walk back in here. Been out here a few times. There they are. You know, I've filmed the Blythe Intaglios before. Also the ones behind Quartzsite. There's another set of them. They're all connected in some way. Directional and triangle. There's stories written on these things. It's incredible. But there's the fisherman. You see the fish, the water, the spear he's holding in his hand. And they claim thousands of years old. A lot of different research has gone into seeing these things. This is probably the biggest treasure you'll find right along Plomosa Road, right here. The Bouse, Fisherman, Intaglios. And look how it's nestled in up here in the mountains. Back then there was no roads through here. But the mountains were still the same. This is the same view they had thousands of years ago. Incredible. You can see the train, how it's washed out. There's some of the fence area down there. Look at the vegetation. And back in the 1800s, all the minings. Quinns Pass up there, mining. Who knows how many people went past these things, didn't even recognize them or knew what they were. Anyway, if you get a chance, you gotta check these out on Plomosa Road. They're called the Bouse, Fisherman, Intaglios. But wait, there's more. To the van we go. We're going to keep on trucking. There's a couple more hidden gems along this Plomosa Road. Isn't it incredible? I mean, you're talking a 25-mile stretch between Highway 95 and Bouse itself. And just all this vast history right through here. Absolutely incredible. All right, all aboard. Off we go. Look at that cactus straight across. Isn't that cool looking? It still is incredible how old those things are. When I seen that chart, I'll have to find that and republish that chart. Because on that chart it said like a few inches tall took 10 years, 50 years or 60 years only for a few feet, and then when it get way up there like 30 feet, 200 plus years. I mean, it was just insane to even think about. Well, cool. Right up here we got another little hidden gem. If I can find it. I've never been to this one. I knew about it, but we're gonna find it today. And it should be off here to the right somewhere. So let's go on a little expedition here. Over this is actually called a little scenic view here. You can park and look at the valley right here. The valley floor. Look how flat. This is Plomosa Road. Starting a mile or so up the road is all the other dispersed camp area. I see a few rigs up here off the left. It should be the next dirt road to the right. They're all dirt. Okay, I think this is it here. Now that dirt road to the left, that'll take you back to Quartzsite. I've taken that in a buggy before. Yep, there's the fenced area. Okay, here we are. We made it. Yay. This is called the Quartzsite rock sign. And this dates back into the World War II era. This is a rock sign they made for pilot training. Show direction. So we're going to check this out. All this is definitely worth researching. Google it. About the history of the entire Southwest desert. Over in California at Scirocco Summit, they got a patent museum that has all this info in it. Let's go for a little walk. They got them protected, fenced, which is good. This is Four Wheel Central out here. Tens of thousands camp along Plomosa Road. Here they are. They're extremely well made. Look at the vegetation growing on them. They've been here for a lot of decades. But these were a directional sign for pilots during training. Because they actually trained out of Quartzsite. It was one of the airstrips. And this gave direction to the pilots. There's some people with those motorized gliders, those ultralights that fly around out here a lot too. They even make their own little runways out here. Isn't that cool? That circle represents the style of airport that was, runway. Those rocks are packed in there. It looks like they were painted at one time. There's a directional arrow pointing straight at town, straight down at Quartzsite. Well, off to the van we go. We're only like a quarter mile off Plomosa Road. But if you get a chance and you're out here camping along Plomosa Road and think, I have nothing to do, come check out the Quartzsite rock sign. It's even on Google Maps. There's a marker for it. Think of all the pilots that seen this when they were training. Isn't that something? There's Plomosa Road and back towards Quartzsite. Right here, where that sign is on the left, this starts the dispersed area. This stretch here goes for a good, I think it's about 6 miles till we get down to Highway 95. This is camping on both sides of the road. Now we're up to 95. Let me pull in here. I'll show you where the camp post is. They have a storyboard down here, or like a billboard, information board, with a little map on it. You can actually take dirt trails all the way back to town. I've done it before. Here's the sign, overnight camping, 14-day limit. Gives you a little map. We're out here on Plomosa. You got Dome Rock, Roadrunner, High Jolly, Scadan Wash that surround Quartzsite. And right here is Highway 95. We're going to go to the left, going to head on into town. So that's kind of a long loop around. When you come down through from Parker, you cut through Bouse, pick up Plomosa Road, you cut across and check out all those sceneries. Talk soon.